Moi! My name is Jana, and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories. Welcome! I'm coming to you from Finland, from a place named Kotka. We are in the southern part. Today is Saturday, beginning of October, actually already middle. October 8th, and we are in my craft room here on this slightly overcast, gloomy day. And there is a bird eating our house. Okay, I'm trying not to get distracted, but let's do this. I'm not prepared today. This was spontaneous because hubby took the kids out. Our son wanted to go to play with his friends in the schoolyard, and they could be back any time because I think it's gonna rain pretty soon. But I thought I won't have a chance to record this weekend, but here I am, and I don't have notes. I have no idea which episode this is, but let's just roll with it. Yeah, I have a couple of things that I wanted to show you today, and I think let's begin. One more thing. You can find me on Instagram, @skittknits, and on Ravelry, @skittknits, and all the important information is in the description box down below, or on the side. That depends on your device. So, yeah, I have one finished object today and a couple of new cast-ons, I think, that you have not seen. But let's just dive right in. One finished object. It's not blocked, but it's finished. That's the good news. I will show it to you very quickly because I was keeping my fingers crossed last week that I would have a finished object, and I have. I finished it last night. That's why it's not blocked, and it's missing buttons. And it's my Grater Marler by Stephen West. I think this episode will be very heavy on Stephen West designs. Here it is. It's very gentle colored, and I did I-cord finishing just like the pattern says, and it's not very long, but I think it's gonna stretch once I block it. I'll show you the back. Here's my color change. I did all the ribbing in the same colors, yarn held double. I'm not sure if I like the buttonholes that I got. They are making this smocking effect. I did them according to the pattern, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna block it, and if they bother me, I'm gonna take this button band back and maybe redo the buttonholes in my regular way. This was a new way of making buttonholes for me. I don't do them like that usually, but I'm not sure how I feel about them, but we will see. Yeah, and here is an I-cord, and there is I-cord all over. Everywhere is I-cord. It's lovely. I actually can't wait to wear it. I will show you the buttons. I was one button short. I went button diving into my big button box. I found it. And I will show you the buttons I picked. I wanted them all to be slightly different. Actually, all to be different. And I will show you what... How do I show them to you? Okay. Basically, they are these large plastic buttons. Like that. And... there are 3 more. So, but I made 7 buttonholes, but I only had 6 different buttons, and none of them were pink. And I really wanted at least one pale pink button. Turns out I don't have larger pink buttons in my stash at all. So I quickly drove to our nearest store, my local yarn shop. And that's here, not far away from our village, and I found... They didn't have any pink buttons neither, but I found this kind of buttons. That is actually the back of it. The front, I don't like the front. I don't like the front of it at all, but I decided that I will just put it this way. And I think it's gonna go pretty well. I picked 2 of those just in case. I think it's gonna look... How do I show it to you? Same problem, always. I think it's gonna go pretty well. I don't know. Can you see anything? There. I think it's gonna work. Is this shiny? It has all the colors in it. So, one of those, or maybe two of those. I don't know. I just in case picked two of them. I had everything with me here in my fox bunny bag. This is one of my favorite bags that I usually take with me. It's by Finnish brand named Finlays, and I love this print. Our daughter actually has bed sheets with this bunny print, and I would love the fox sheets. I also have a cushion covers for the living room. Once they went on sale, I bought some a while ago. So yeah, here is my one and only finished object today, but I really love it. And I have another one that is almost finished, which is also a new cast on, because if you're a returning viewer, you have heard me talk about unspunheroeskal and knitting with unspun, and as you can see, that's not the color I picked because it's still here. So I started a ranunculus last week, this week. When did I start it? I think this week I started it with my new Nutidin, with my new unspun Nutidin, and I picked this pink, not the coral one. Coral one, I talked about this, and I got a couple of offers that would you like to swap for some other Nutidin, and I decided I'm gonna keep it, and I will make myself probably a cardigan that I would have some other color once it's open. I wanna make a cardigan in this color. It's a bit too orange, I think, for my complexion, but I love it so much that I'm not ready to let it go. I'll make it work. I just love that color. But here is my safe color, and I will show you the sweater that I'm making. It's Ranunculus by Knit Cafe Midori. Everybody knows this pattern. I have made it twice already, and this is my third. My two previous ones are summer versions, and now I'm making a winter version out of Nutidin held double, and here it is. I actually finished the sleeves this morning, and I'm knitting on the body. I knit the sleeves first because I only had 300 grams of this, and I was thinking, am I gonna play yarn chicken? But then lovely Nikki from Knitting with Cat Hair, one of my favorite podcasts. Hi Nikki, I love your podcast. Go watch Nikki. If you have not watched Nikki, go watch her. I love her. She made beautiful yellow ranunculus, also in Nutidin. Yeah, and she left a comment yesterday. When was it? Yesterday. I'm very blurry on the timeline as always. Anyways, she recently left a comment that she knitted in size 3, 4, somewhere there, and she used less than 300 grams, and I was like, that's good. Sigh of relief. That it's enough. She let me know that 300 grams should be enough. And I knit a bit different sleeves than in a pattern. I did not do the I-cord, I did the ribbing, and I did not do the short rows at the end, and I have a quite long sleeve, and there is something weird happening with me this time. I have knit this pattern twice, and I still made a few mistakes, and I had to rip back, and I initially started knitting size 3 that I would normally knit, but somehow in Nutidin it was not working for me. I already separated the sleeves. I knit one whole sleeve. I was knitting the body, and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna try it on now. And I did, and it was too big. It was fine in the front, but in the back it made like 2 big sacks, like pockets, basically, because this yarn, it holds the shape. It's not as drapey, for example, as my previous two. One is in 100% linen, that's very drapey, so the excess fabric doesn't really matter, and the other one is in merino bamboo. It's very old. It's my first one from many years ago, and it's very drapey, so that extra fabric doesn't really matter if it's nicely hanging there. This one, it did not look nice. I was thinking, no, do I just carry on? Then I was looking at the plates and thinking, I don't have enough yarn if I keep going. I don't know. I'm a loose knitter, but I think in this case, my gauge is quite tight. It could have been looser, but I don't want to knit it again. I just hope that I knit the sleeves first, just to make sure that I have enough yarn. And now I feel, this morning I felt like I don't have enough yarn, but now I feel like I do have enough yarn to finish the body to a regular length. I really don't want it cropped. Am I talking? I'm talking a lot today and quickly, and I don't know. What was I saying? I was saying that, yeah, I had these two weird bags there hanging on the back, and I was thinking, okay, I could like block it out and then see how it goes. But then I was thinking, if I block it, I probably can't rip it back. Then it's there. And yeah, I could always go grocery shopping and put the groceries in my pit bags. Yeah, sack of potatoes. It did not look nice, and I ripped it back. My tension, I don't know, is my gauge off? I kind of measured the gauge. It should be according to pattern, because I would knit size 3 for myself, but I ended up ripping all the way back to here before the raglan increases. I ripped it back and then I knit size 1, which is like the smallest one. I don't know. And it actually fits quite nicely. I don't know what's happening, because I would need size 3. I can't explain what's happening, but that's how it is. Anyways, I really did not want too much positive ease. It does have a lot of positive ease, but with this yarn, it felt like it's just too much fabric for myself. And then another thing, I was stressed that I won't have enough yarn, but I do. These are endless plates. You just knit and knit and knit, and they are still there. Yeah, I'm holding it double. There's still this much left. I haven't scaled it, but I'm already on the body. Sleeves are done, and I can knit as long as I want, or as long as this yarn lasts. So we will see. It's gonna be very, very cozy sweater, and we need it because the weather is just, it's autumn. It's extremely windy, which is good for electricity prices right now. Yeah. I've been wearing my Letloppi sweaters and everything thick and layers. So I need to get this done, and then I will have another nice, cozy, warm sweater. And I love the color. Isn't this pretty? I think I'm gonna finish this today, and then I have another cast on idea, but we will talk about it later. I'm already rushing ahead. So I will put this down very carefully because, look, I already broke it off while showing it to you, but it doesn't matter. I will just felt it together. So that's the one I wanted to show you today. It's very exciting. Let's put it down carefully without breaking more of it off. And then another thing, another new cast on. Most of you probably know what new cast on I'm talking about. You're a McCall knitter, baby. Yeah. I wanted to say huge thanks for everybody who joined me on Thursday for our little unofficial live cast-on party for Knits and Turns Mystery Knit Along by Mr. Stephen West, Mr. Genius. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a long day. I was tired, but it was so much fun. And luckily I had a cup of coffee at 6 in the evening. Our son had a name's day on Thursday, and grandparents came to visit, and grandma made cake. So we had cake and coffee, and that's why I was still awake at like 11 when we finished. Because that's my sleepy time. So I will show you my progress on Clue 1 of West Knits Mystery Knit Along year 2022. So if you don't want to see it, skip ahead. I have a chapters there down. You can just go to the next chapter if you don't want spoilers. But a lot of us have already watched all the spoilers because it's fabulous. I'm the person who always goes, and when Stephen releases a video for every clue. He like holds your hand through the whole process and walks you through and shows you all the techniques, and then you can see the spoiler at the end of that video. I will link Stephen's channel down below if you don't know where to find that. So I always go, when the clue is out, I always go and check the spoiler, because I just need to know. I just need to know. And oh my god, it was amazing. This first clue, it's like, it blew my mind. You think he has done it so many years, what else he could figure out? The man is a genius. He figured out something so fantastic that, yeah. And then I treated myself to the goodie bag, because this year they had them available separately. Without the yarn, you could get these goodies, and it was my birthday in September, and I treated myself to this package. It took forever to arrive because they're very busy shipping a lot of yarn kits and all of the knit along stuff, but I was very patient and it came, and it included this baggie and then some goodies. There was this Stephen and Penelope gauge ruler, not gauge, needle gauge ruler. Then there was a very shiny, very shiny sticker, and the most exciting bit is the tag, that my shawl will have a tag this year. Official tag. Yeah. And then this organic cotton bag. It's a nice little handy size. I don't think the shawl will fit in it, but the yarn and goodies fit. So, are you ready for the spoiler? I am not far along at all, because it takes a lot of concentration. This first clue, it is... Okay, don't look if you don't want to see. Look away. But I will show it now. It is rather fiddly, because you need to cast on and bind off and cast on, but I think it's gonna be so worth it. I love it so much. Ready? I love it so much. This is what I have so far. I'm not far along. We need like, I don't know, 16 of these light stripes, and... But one more thing. Give me a second. I'll show you what's gonna happen to the... to these little things in between. I'll just to give it idea. I'm not doing it very neatly. I want to give an idea of what's gonna happen here. Just give me a second. We will do this. We will do this braiding to these little caterpillars that we have here. We will braid them like that, all of them, and there will be braids running through these chevrons. Oh my god. Have you ever seen anything like that? No, mine is not very neat, but I'll do it better when it's time to when it's time. How amazing is that? I'm so in love with it. And the shape is interesting. I don't know what are we gonna do, but so far it's like this. And then it's gonna get a bit wider, I think, because we're doing increases in some of the rows, and yeah. And here are my first two colors, like gray and gray. Not very exciting, but I have big hopes for my color pop, which is electric peach. I don't know what's happening with my colors this year, but I felt like that. I felt like something different, not pink. At least it's not pink, unlike all my other things. So I'm very excited about this, and we needed 10 stitch markers, and we will need a cable needle later on. Twists and turns. How many of you are doing this? Because I don't know, I just could not sit out. It's so exciting. It's so exciting and so pretty. This is graphic. I think it would work also with a lower contrast, because chevrons always work. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but can't wait. Now I just need to get through this clue till next Thursday. Yes, that's my best knits mystery knit along shawl. Year 2022. So I'm not gonna show you any other projects today because I have not knit on anything. I'm actually, yeah, I have knit on the Cozy Memories blanket, but I didn't grab it and I'm not gonna get it now. I will show it to you next week. I have not made huge progress, just like maybe 5 squares in a week. I'm a bit behind, but I'll catch up today on that. So, and our Happy Scrappy Blanket Mail is still going. You can find the information on Ravelry in the group of this podcast and on my Instagram and also in the earlier episodes where I talk more about it. And I'm so excited to see all your blankets. The ideas are just buzzing. I go through the hashtag and I love them. I love them all. They are so good and colorful and I just want to cast on more blankets, but I need to sit on my hands right now because I need to finish our daughter's blanket and then I've been thinking of picking up my granny stripe blanket because it's almost finished. It's so close I can almost taste it. I should finish that as well because we will need blankets. It's getting cold. So, what else? I will quickly talk about one knitting plan. During our cast-on party on Thursday, somebody asked, what about Steven's leggings? Like a woolly leggings, the Garter Marler. And it's like you're reading my thoughts, people. Oh, the yarn escaped. It's like you're reading my thoughts. Last week, I started putting yarns in a box to knit the Garter Marler leggings because I've been thinking about them for years since the pattern was released, like, I don't know, 5 years ago. And I've been gathering yarns here, the ones that I want to use for the leggings. And I think I'm going to cast them on after I'm done with my Ranunculus. So, woolly pants, anyone? I'm going to knit myself wool leggings because I know I will need them in winter. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I know they will look absolutely ridiculous, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Main thing that they are warm. So, I had this ball of opal, which is just a black sock yarn. I don't know. I knit some black socks ages ago, and I was sure I have 2 of these, but I only found 1. I obviously have used the other one somewhere else, so I think I will need to find some other black sock yarn. And I want to hold this double with all sorts of colorful yarns. And I'm gonna marl black and colorful, some neons, and some whatever I have here, darker, lighter, all of it. Oh, look. This is the yarn from this sweater. No, almost lost my pink. So I've been just tossing all kind of fun leftovers that I have already knit in all my blankets. So it's this kind of rotation now. Blankets, these marled mania. They're not garter they are marled mania leggings. I think I said it wrong before. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So, this is from my last year's mystery shawl. It's by Skein Queen. And I have used it in many other places as well. And all sorts of fun little balls of yarn that I'm just gonna hold with the black. That's my knitting plan. That's what I want to do next. I also have a lot of whips that I would need to finish, but I think if I cast something off, I deserve to cast something on as well. Plus, I will have 2 like cast offs because my Grater Marler cardigan is ready, and then I will finish a Ranunculus today as well. Yeah, so I want to knit myself a wool pants. You can join me. It's not a knit along, but if you like to join me, just do it. I'm knitting a lot of different things with many people, and then somebody has been asking, what about the frog along? What if we have a frog along as well? Like we are gonna knit a frog or crochet a frog, because there is this very cute frog by Claire Garland that's on my list, and I wanna. I really, really wanna. I really wanna make a frog, but it's not a priority. Just an idea. What if we would have a frog along? Who's in? Who's in for a frog along? What I'm wearing today. This is a very old and loved piece. It's by Veera Välimäki, and it's called something to do with autumn, because I did not check and now I don't remember. Autumn gold. I want to say autumn gold. If I'm wrong, I will fix it on the screen. Autumn Affinity was a cardigan by Sosonitz, right? This is autumn gold. I'm pretty sure it's autumn gold. I think I have every time I can't remember, and it's very, very basic round yoke sweater with a very pretty detail here inside. Can you see it? And it's knit with the strand of fingering weight merino and the strand of mohair, and I used white drops mohair for it, so it's a bit itchy. White drops mohair is slightly itchy. Yeah, the colors, the softness of the colors varies, and white one is not the softest, but I think I'm okay with it. I've been wearing it a lot. It doesn't really bother me. So, what else? Knit and chat? I don't know. I can't. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to knit on because I can't knit on my. Can I? I need to felt the yarn. If I would. Can we knit and chat? Let's try to knit and chat. I just need to find the yarn that broke off and reattach it. There. I need very carefully place it on the floor, and you can't pull knitted in because it breaks. It breaks very easily, but the good news is that you can attach it very easily as well. Now I need. And now the second strand broke. Okay, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. I just broke both strands of knitted. No. Okay. You knit, I'll chat. Let's do it that way. I'm gonna be very quick today because I think my family is coming back soon. So today's Saturday. We woke up early, at least our daughter did, and then she woke me up and we went to the living room that my hubby could sleep a bit, and we were there knitting and I don't know, talking and watching something on my pad, some podcast. She watches podcasts with me. She has no choice. Yeah, she was watching her own things as well. So then we had breakfast. Then I went to pick buttons. And then we walked to Autumn Happening Market at our son's school. It's within a walking distance, so we walked there. They ate sausages outside. I had a cup of coffee and bought a couple of things. I will brag. It's almost like knitting related. I bought myself wanted to support local makers, so I bought myself this little pouch. Just a little zipper pouch, and it has a nice lining. And I will just use it as a notions pouch in some of my big, it's black on the other side, in some of my bigger project bags that don't have inside pockets. So I will put like scissors and darning needles and stitch markers in here. Just a little handmade pouch. So yeah, there were some sellers and all kind of like an autumn school happening. And they were grilling sausages outside, and my family of course had some sausages. I had a cup of coffee and some very tasty like brownies. In Finland we call them like mokkapalat, but they are kind of like brownies. So that was good, and then we came back, and then I've been knitting a bit, and what else? I've been browsing all sorts of new patterns. Like, oh my god, there are so many new amazing patterns. I want to knit them all. Where do I get more knitting time? Anna Johanna has a new dress pattern. I'm talking myself out of casting it on. It's like perfect. It's beautiful. It's fingering or sport weight. It's a lightweight yarn. I think it's fingering or sports. It's a long, this oversized dress with pockets. And I'm telling that I don't need to cast on a dress right now, but I'm very close. The only thing that it has a v-neck, and I have realized that it's not my thing. I have always thought that v-neck is my thing, but I have a couple of items in my wardrobe with the v-neck, and I have not been reaching for them. So let's face the reality. I think round neck is more of my thing. Boat neck, round neck. Yeah, the v-neck is not really my thing. I have learned to realize that, but it's a beautiful dress. It's called Ilo. Go check it out. It's pretty, by Anna Johanna. Then another pattern that I spotted is the pressed flowers cardigan. Do you know the pressed flowers shawl? I can't remember the designer. It's on my tongue. I will add it on the screen. And now she released the cardigan, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And then one more. Andrea Maury released a new cardigan. It's like this cocoon. It's in 2 different yarns. It's this oversized cocoon. And it's on my wish list, but not now. It's beautiful. I did not manage to buy it when there was a newsletter subscriber discount. I don't know, it was for such a short moment that I somehow missed it. So I have not bought it yet, but I will probably get it later when I find the yarn for it. But I need that. Like this giant cozy hug. And then one more. Just one more. I know I'm talking a lot about the patterns. Finish what you have, woman. Finish what you have. But Tina Huhtaniemi from TT2, she released this big, thick, long, cozy cardigan made in tukuwool DK held with mohair. Like, oh my god, that's the one I need. That pattern I already bought because I'm knitting it. That one I'm knitting. I need that cardigan. I don't have a yarn for it. Like, I have not figured out what I could use for it, but I'm knitting that one. Tina's cardigan was in 2 colors of tukuwool held with mohair and tukuwool DK, the thick one. So I've been thinking what I could use for it. I'm also going to Jyväskylä next week. I might just buy tukuwool. I don't know yet. Maybe if I don't find anything else, that will be my purchase. I want to knit that cardigan, but again, what color? Oh my god! And then a mohair. I need a mohair as well. It's complicated. It's complicated, but that's an amazing cardigan. So now I spoke about the patterns I wanted to share, and what else has happened this week? I don't know. I've been at work. I've been very busy. I've been trying to catch up on work, and have not been anywhere else, only to the grocery store, and today to the market, and to the local yarn shop for the buttons. I wanted to buy some yarn, but she did not have the color I wanted. I wanted some Finnish sheep wool, or the quantity actually. That was the problem. Do I have purchases and acquisitions except the buttons and that little pouch? I do. I have a book. It arrived in the mail, and I have forgotten that I ordered it. I placed it on pre-order many months ago, and now it came. And I don't know if you're familiar with this lady. I will try to say her name, but Larke. I can't say it. My tongue does not make that kind of movement, but I will show you the name. And it's called Close Knit. The Finnish version of this book came out earlier. It came out, I think, last month, and everybody already has this book. But I pre-ordered long time ago the English version, and I've been waiting for it, and now it's here. It's it's book on my favorite topic. It's a book on knitting with scrap yarn and mixing colors and being brave, and yeah, I will just show you a few things from here. Just a couple of pictures to give you the idea. Why? What I'm talking about? I'm talking about this. So that's my new book, and it came, and it's fabulous, and I'm planning to get cozy in the evening and read it. It dropped in the mail yesterday, on Thursday. Yesterday was no mail. I think it dropped on mail on Thursday, but I only opened it yesterday because, yeah, I've been waiting for it. It's fun. You can make a yarn fur with the loops, and a lot of marled things and a lot of stripy things are in here, and some kid knits as well. And basically she gives you ideas and tools how to play with yarn. Main thing is to have fun, and I think it's an amazing book. I'm gonna enjoy it and maybe make a couple of really fun sweaters. Yeah, so I want to knit. I want to knit. I don't think I have anything else important today, so let's have a shorter episode. And I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, and I cleaned the house yesterday after work, so I'm free today. I'm free to knit and enjoy myself. And it's very windy outside, so I'm just gonna put the fire in the oven to heat the area and make myself a nice cup of coffee. And knit. I will finish my ranunculus and then knit on the west knit shawl in the evening when everybody is asleep, because I need to count those stitches I'm casting on. It's very hard to count when somebody is yaka yaka into your ear and they need an answer. Yeah, but I'm feeling a bit lighter this week. I have had better rest. Thursday was fine as well. A lot of you were worried that I'm sacrificing my sleeping time. It was okay. I gave myself an extra hour of me time on Friday. I just knit for that hour in the morning. Knit on a shawl. Yeah, I could not sleep because I needed to get kids out to school. But when everybody left, I just sat on the sofa for an hour, watched the podcast, and knit on the shawl, and it was lovely. It's like going on a holiday, except you don't need to go anywhere. So yeah, I think, okay, now I'm gonna say goodbye and I'm gonna go. And I was very happy to see you here. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It helps my channel to be more visible on YouTube. And thank you so much, and have a very nice weekend. I will see you soon. Hej då!